Are
All right.
gamers being unrealistic, asking for like live services to go away? Like, I feel like because like I don't think they're going anywhere. Like PlayStation is considered like the top tier. They're making the big prestige, $60 cinematic single player fucking event like that. They're the safe haven for yeah, and they about to release 10 multiplayer games, live service games over the next 5 years. They said they wanted at least 10 up by 2026. So like I don't think they're going anywhere. I think that's something that we as an industry are just gonna have to live with unless you want to become a retro gamer, which at this point means you plan everything up to PS3 because retro just continues to just keep adding. So like I don't know. I feel like there's no way away from them, and the best you can do is stay on the developer. Well, I won't say developers, publishers. We'll stay on the publisher's neck and be like, look, you can't release a game in this broken ass state and expect you to pay for it. You
Mm-hmm.
can't
Agree
release
with
a
that.
game with like no content and then drip feed me that content over the next few months and years and shit like that. That shit is whack. That's it, it's not real. It's not authentic. But I like I did that for you, Keith. But like, I don't buy it. Like, I don't think that we can just get away from it. Like, am I wrong? Like, Rakeem, you see where I'm coming from on that one?
I totally understand where you're coming from. I think gamers, like you said, they kind of have a nostalgia feel for it, especially guys, people who grew up with the single player mindset. I think
Mm-hmm.
multiplayer gamers, they've kind of transitioned into the game of service era a lot easier than we did. Because almost all multiplayer games are like that now, where they're getting added content, they're getting season passes, they're getting like shooters are changed. So Halo just recently, although it didn't go very well, Halo just recently kind of transitioned to that model. Call of Duty did Warzone. Warzone was a huge success for them. I don't even know why they're releasing new Call of Duty. They could just focus on Warzone. That you've been straight.
Because they
Um,
smacked into a brick wall. That's why they actually have a
uh,
popularity problem themselves.
okay. But yeah, it is kind of unrealistic because we can't underestimate the power of how much of that machine of like it almost goes back to the days of like when mobile games started really getting popular and making so much revenue, and gamers with and
Mm-hmm.
then games companies are trying to get in on that money. That's still going on. They're still trying to reach like what mobile games are doing, like Clans was doing a few years ago. And if they feel like they can get more money that way in that model, but they don't have the stigma of the phone game, they're going to go for it. Although, as we can all tell, that stigma is kind of changing. Like it's kind of starting to feel like how we did about like Clash of Clans and mobile gaming towards console gaming now because there's so many elements that are combining together. But at the same time, we do have to keep our companies accountable. That's why like things like roadmaps have to be consistent. The games I gravitate towards now are games that have very, very, very public community service and good roadmaps. I'm playing Godfall. If you guys remember, Godfall did not have a great reception. However, those developers are extremely vocal. They talk to their community, and every 3 to 4 months, update. No excuses, nothing. 3 to 4 months, update. Got to update next week. Update, update, update. Added new content, more in-game content, this and that, this and that, and this and that. It makes it a lot easier to palpate the mistakes when people are actively trying to fix them and make them better. And then we have the example, of course, like No Man's Sky, which revolutionized itself in the course of a couple of years. Remember how that launch was. So I think
Mm-hmm.
we can't just be completely pessimistic with the game of service model because there are so many examples of games that are doing well and thriving in that model and gamers seem to like. I just think we just have to be more open minded about that as gamers. But at the same time, we still have to keep those companies accountable to not give us BS. If Square Enix doesn't get the message by now, I don't know what else is gonna happen. How many games got to fail? How much money you got to lose before you get the message? Like that's the biggest message. If you don't want
Long
to
as
play
they
these,
got Final Fantasy 12 and that motherfucker hit, yeah, I'm right. Yeah, as long as no 14, right? Yeah,
14.
14,
Yeah,
14.
14.
As
14.
long as they got 14 and that motherfucker hit, they'll keep trying with them live service games and fuck it up. I'm telling you, like, anytime you got so many people trying to buy your shit that you telling them, look, you can't buy this even digitally. Like, god damn, that's a lot of people playing your shit. So like, yeah,
Yeah,
they got
man.
that cushion. They willing to just keep fucking up.
Man. But at least if you're gonna fuck up to success. Don't just fuck down. Don't fuck up and go down. Learn from your last fuck up and build on it. Don't fuck up, then fuck down. You know what I'm saying? You feel you feel me? Don't fuck up, then fuck down.
It makes sense in
It
only
makes
a way
sense.
that Rakeem could make sense. But yeah,